Hey everyone, Shauna here, broadcasting to you live from an undisclosed location, by which I mean I am covering rural ER for the next week. So that's one of the things that I think about a lot is finding the balance between restricting travel um, during the whole COVID-19 pandemic, but also realizing that rural medical care and the need doesn't change despite a pandemic, and that at the end of the day, people are going to need doctors. Um, and I've kind of asked around to seek guidance on restrictions for travel for locum physicians. So for those of you who don't know, a locum physician is like a substitute teacher for doctors. You fill in where other doctors may be taking maternity leave, going away on vacation, are sick, just unable to work. So I do a lot of locums because it gives me flexibility to do all the other stuff, space and otherwise, in my schedule. So at the end of the day, the need for medical care in remote, in rural areas isn't going to change. The need for rural care, it will probably only grow during the pandemic as people restrict their travel. So for me, I've asked for guidance and I've been told that exactly what I just said, that there's always a need for locum physicians. So there's no real restrictions within the province of Alberta for traveling for locum physicians. But for myself, anywhere that requires me to go to an airport, go through an airport to reach my destination, I'm not covering currently, and I'm just trying to stay relatively close to home, so within 1.5 hours. Um, so the other thing I'm thinking about is the exact opposite of social distancing in the virtual world, and that's social virtual crowding. So what I found is because virtually all our lives in all aspects, whether it's medicine, whether it's education, whether it's space-related activities, everything has been necessarily forced to move out of the physical world into the virtual world. And so I am trying to find the balance between just keeping my own space while staying connected. And so over the past day or so, I've noticed a lot of fatigue when it comes to the sheer amount of telephone calls, text messages, online meetings, online teaching webinars, WhatsApp messages, Twitter, Facebook, and realize that at the end of the day that it's a lot. And so just being aware of that and recognizing that was a really good first step. Realizing that not every email needs to be responded to as soon as I get it, and just stepping away. At the end of the day, I'm a rather surprisingly large introvert. So for me, knowing that about myself, stepping away from all these social connections, and maintaining the ones that I'm really the really close bonds that I have, it's really helpful to me. So just wondering how other people are coping with that. I know that social virtual crowding fatigue must be real. Wondering who else is feeling it. Um, that's about all I got for now. I'm going to run into the hospital and see a couple patients and maybe check in a little bit later. That's all I got. Talk to you later.